The website for Fox News host Sean Hannity has been inadvertently praising independent Senator Bernie Sanders for what appears to be at least the last 6 months. Now, you can tell here that they don't like him, but in these headlines and these stories, they really aren't making any criticism of him, though they appear to think they are. So let me start here with the one that's going viral right now because of how ridiculous it is, though these are all ridiculous, as I'll show you. But this one here from December 1st. Comrade Sanders, keeping teeth in your mouth should not be a luxury for senior citizens. What's the problem? Like, you can tell they're trying to criticize him here because they're calling him Comrade Sanders, like, oh, this scary communist. Yeah, keeping teeth in your mouth should not be a luxury. Now, you go on to read the piece. Like, do they make any other point here? It's really short, so I'll just read it. Radical Senator Bernie Sanders confused millions of users on social media Wednesday when he declared it a luxury for senior citizens in the U.S. to keep teeth in their mouth. In the richest country in the history of the world, keeping teeth in your mouth as you grow old should not be a luxury. We must expand Medicare now, posted Sanders on Twitter. The socialist senator made similar comments weeks ago when he claimed 90 million Americans are uninsured or underinsured. Quote, it is totally unacceptable that we are the only major country on earth not to guarantee health care to every man, woman, and child as a human right. The result of that is we've got 90 million people today who are uninsured or underinsured, said Sanders. And that's the extent of the article. Like, there is nothing else here. They don't refute it. They don't bring up other data that tries to say otherwise. No, they just quote him. Now, as I'll get to, there's more. There are other articles very similar in nature. But is somebody working for Sean Hannity who is an undercover, Bernie Sanders supporter? Because why would you write an article like this, which literally just quotes him? All it does in terms of criticism is call him comrade, if that's even a criticism. And they just state what he says. It is so... it either shows you that they have somebody who is a Sanders supporter working for them, or they are just so lazy that they can't imagine doing anything else but just quoting him and making that the article and saying comrade and being like, there's an article. Like, you go to any other website that would, that's even, a conservative site, they would try to make some kind of argument against him, but here they're really just doing the work for him. More examples here, though. So I'm not going to read all these articles, but the headline again gives it away. Comrade Sanders, Bernie says USA must dismantle vaccine inequality around the world. Yeah. So this is from the end of November. Yeah, he's right. I'm not going to get too deep into this topic because I've discussed it in other videos, but yeah, the way to dismantle vaccine inequality is to support the TRIPS waiver, allowing the vaccines to be mass-produced globally on a much larger scale, and ensure that everyone that needs a vaccine can get the vaccine. And that's how you reduce the ability for the virus to evolve and mutate and grow to create new variants that we see right now. So if there was an actual, real global approach to the vaccine at the beginning of this pandemic, we could have prevented these new variants from popping up. So Bernie Sanders is exactly right. But again, what's even the point they're trying to make here? I mean, you can go read through this as I did. And again, they don't refute what he is saying here. They just quote, yeah, this is what he's saying about the World Trade Organization and the TRIPS waiver. So it's just, and then they use a couple of Joe Biden clips, but at no point are they refuting what he's actually saying. More. This from October. Watch. Bernie Sanders claims 90 million Americans are uninsured or underinsured. It's the exact same thing from the first article. And again, they make no claim otherwise. They just show, what is this? Polling about Biden's approval rating. Like somehow that plays into this. But again, they don't refute what he's saying here. Because he's exactly right. They can't refute it. But why are they writing this? It's just... I'm so confused. I would love to know who's actually behind these articles and what their thinking is, if they're thinking at all. Last one here from June, Fantasyland. Bernie Sanders says no one living in the USA should have any medical debt in their entire lives. Fantasyland. Well, apparently I live in Fantasyland called Canada, where there is no medical debt because healthcare is guaranteed to you. Countries that guarantee healthcare to you, there is no medical debt because why would there be? But to the writers here at Sean Hannity's website, it's a fantasy land. This is why Bernie supports Medicare for all. It would eliminate medical debt going on in the future and, yeah, guarantee healthcare to everyone. I mean, this is a very, again, I've discussed that topic at length before. Being as a Canadian, I can give a different perspective, a unique perspective on that. But it's just the same thing. Look how short this article is. Like, they don't even, again, what are they trying to do here? They're just quoting him. The far left senator has called on Joe Biden repeatedly to issue an executive order that would cancel up to $50,000 in education loans. They're making even more arguments for him. It's so bizarre. But you know what? Whatever. I'm not going to complain about it. I just find it absolutely hilarious that Sean Hannity's website, in trying to criticize Bernie Sanders, is actually complimenting him and promoting his ideas. Amazing.